Giannis didn't become unstoppable when he learned how to shoot. He became unstoppable the night defenses realized they couldn't tell him what to do anymore. For years, the book on Giannis Antetokounmpo was simple: build a wall, take away the paint, force him to think. And for a while, it worked. Not because Giannis wasn't great, but because greatness still needs permission. Permission from spacing, from timing, from confidence under pressure. And then, one night, that permission disappeared. Not because Giannis changed who he was, but because he stopped reacting to what defenses wanted him to be. That was the night the NBA realized something uncomfortable. You can't scheme against inevitability. Early Giannis was chaos, speed, length, momentum. He attacked like a force of nature, straight lines, downhill pressure, brute finishes, and that made him terrifying, but also predictable. Defenders didn't need to stop Giannis, they just needed to redirect him. Crowd the lane, show bodies early, make him pick a lane before he arrived. The wall wasn't about strength, it was about decision timing. If Giannis decided too early, the defense won, and in the playoffs, that hesitation showed up. Here's the truth nobody likes admitting. For a long time, Giannis's biggest strength was also his biggest limitation. He was faster than decisions, stronger than reads, explosive before spacing settled. That meant defenders didn't have to guess. They knew the drive was coming, they knew the angle, they knew where help needed to be. So the wall worked, not because Giannis lacked skill, but because he was still playing their tempo. Then came the night defenses did everything right. They loaded up early, they showed size, they crowded the paint, and Giannis didn't speed up. He didn't lower his shoulder, he didn't force the finish. He waited. He took an extra step sideways instead of forward. He let the help commit before attacking. He punished the movement, not the defender. That's when it clicked. This wasn't Giannis overpowering coverage, this was Giannis controlling it. Giannis didn't become unstoppable because of a jumper, he became unstoppable because he stopped letting defenses decide when he attacked. The wall only works if the offense arrives on schedule, but Giannis started arriving late. Late enough that rotations were already moving, late enough that help defenders were leaning, late enough that one step created two mistakes. That's the difference between power and inevitability. Here's the trap defenders fell into. If they stepped up early, Giannis slipped past them. If they waited, he built momentum anyway. If they helped, he passed without panic. The defense wasn't losing physically, it was losing mentally, because Giannis stopped reacting and started dictating. Every possession felt delayed, every rotation felt late, every wall felt one body short. Playoff defenses rely on repetition, same actions, same reads, same counters. But Giannis removed the pattern. He didn't rush, he didn't force angles, he let possessions breathe and then collapsed them. That's why the wall stopped being a solution and started being a gamble. And in playoff basketball, gambles lose series. The league didn't realize Giannis was unstoppable because he dominated the box score. They realized it because their answers stopped working. Not slowly, not over time, all at once. There was no new adjustment, no new coverage, no hidden trick, just the quiet understanding that if Giannis decides when to go, you're already late. This wasn't about skill growth, this was about control. Giannis didn't abandon who he was, he refined it. Power guided by patience, athleticism backed by timing, force applied selectively.
That's when dominance becomes permanent, and that's the night the NBA realized something it couldn't unsee. You can build a wall, but you can't stop someone who decides when the wall matters.